This is one of the most exciting championship belts around the world because it's defended all over the world.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Aurora Tevez, hailing from Brisbane, Australia. He is the holder of the PWA Champions Grail, Ravenous Rohan Raja.
It's been an exciting night, but this has me really looking forward to see what these athletes have to offer. I've heard so much about both competitors, and this is going to be a different one.
Ravenous Rohan Raja, the 10-year pro, just 33 years old, stands 6'1", 229 pounds, out of the Storm Wrestling Academy, holding the Champions Grail, but his opponent is a legend.
His opponent, hailing from Detroit, Michigan, he is the Man-Beast, Rhino!
The Man-Beast, the War Machine, Rhino's in the house.
His reputation speaks for itself. This is going to be a war, no doubt about it.
3 decades in the professional wrestling business.
And looks better than ever.
He looks incredible. I remember as a fan going to see him in Wars with Rob Van Dam. And it is truly a treat to get to put my voice to a matchup featuring Rhino.
And we're about to get to it.
The fans clearly behind the longtime veteran. Trained with Scott D'Amore. And again, Canadian elements all the way through this. Rohan Raja from Brisbane, a product of Lance Storm's training. How about that for
Canada's best, Canada's best. Look at the tree trunk legs of Rhino. I mean, that power behind the gore, just to go full steam and just shove your shoulder into another human being. I mean, God, I don't know how more people's spines haven't been snapped in half.
Have you managed to elude the gore throughout your career?
Well, you know, I'd like to, I wear that as a badge of honor. You know, Rhino and I, we may have had a run or two, but I think, unfortunately, other people ended up getting in the way of that. But right now, trying to match power with Rhino, I don't think you're going to do that, but he was able to get his hips around and put him in the corner.
Rohan Raja is extremely confident in his own abilities. He has held the Champions Grail and defended it on multiple continents, including a victory over Robbie Eagles in Doha, Qatar.
All over the world, that's what it's about. Again, the prestige, Maple Leaf Pro, really bringing back that prestige into pro wrestling, right? And again, it's something that a lot of people, they're getting enthralled with again. And this is the best wrestling in Canada.
You're seeing it brought to you right here. Aurora Tevez on the outside as well. Aaron, something to keep an eye on as Rohan Raja has a little bit of help.
Why are you so concerned with people outside the ring? You've been concerned with them for a while now, and it's concerning me. I mean, this is about the people inside the ring.
Well, that's what we'd like to
worry
keep
about. Would you like to talk about the cameraman too?
Well, we saw Bryce Hansen earlier on when he told me not to worry about it. What happened?
Well, then you shouldn't have worried about it. But right now,
Rohan Raja and Rhino.
And Raja should be worried about Rhino taking his title.
Well, you're exactly right there. It's the gore for Rhino. It's a 3-headed monster for Raja. The feast, the famine, and the starvation effect. If he hits any of those, he may be able to put Rhino away.
They all mean the same thing. They all mean the same thing. It's not a trifecta or triple, whatever you said right now. They all mean the same thing.
I'm just going on what Rohan Raja himself told me.
Or these names of his moves.
Those are names of his moves.
Well, you should have explained that.
That's what I said.
Right now, making a smart move right now and getting his win, though. I tell you what, I like this guy, Raja, more and more. He's smart.
Well, how do you game plan for somebody like Rhino?
You don't, really, because Rhino can come at you so many different ways. You come in there in the best shape of your life, and you look for an opportunity. That is the key with Rhino, looking for an opportunity. And rest assured, Rhino will not give you many because of the experience.
ECW World Heavyweight Champion, NWA World Heavyweight Champion. His career goes so far back, Aaron, that he actually held the CWA in Europe. Tag team titles, both with Joey Legend and with PCO, while PCO was working under the name of Jean-Pierre Lafitte.
Wow, again, What a career, but again, looking to add another title to his already full mantle.
And chopping the chest of Rohan Raja. Raja off the buckles, tossed by Rhino. Look how far he threw it.
That's the thing. It's just the impact that Rhino has when he sends his opponent crashing to the mat.
Uh-oh. And Raja makes the smart move, getting out of the way as Rhino was loading up for the gore.
That was the smartest move I've seen all night.
Oh, you see that train coming. Get out of the way anyway.
Absolutely.
Oh, Aurora Tevez being pulled in the way.
She's not being pulled in the way. What are you talking about?
Raja's
Rhino
hands.
just grabbed her. Rhino just grabbed her. And I mean, I'm surprised. That was very unsportsmanlike conduct to Rhino. To put your hands on a woman. What is wrong with him?
Have you lost your mind?
No.
Rohan
I
Raja
haven't.
had his hands on the shoulders
Have
of
you
Aurora
lost your
Tevez.
sense of chivalry and duty? You don't touch a woman.
Rhino was trying to gently move her away as Rohan Raja sent into the guardrail. Around the side of the ring, Raja, this is not where you want to be with
Nothing
Rhino.
gentle about that.
No, certainly not. As Rhino was looking to the ring apron and Raja is reeling. Now trying to get onto the attack himself.
Knowing at any moment Rhino can just explode out of any position and hit you with that gore, that has to be weighing on the mind of Raja.
Raja's a big guy. He's a big human being here in 6'1", 229, although his spine just met steel.
I mean, I tell you what, he ain't standing up, so right now he's about, what would you say, about 9 inches tall?
Seems about right.
No.
But even at 6'1", 229, when your opponent in Rhino goes 5'10", 295, suddenly Raja in a unfamiliar position of not being the bigger man as he sends Rhino into the ring post.
Well, again, it's about opportunity. And, you know, Rhino trying to, again, cheat and attack a manager gave the opportunity to Raj to capitalize, and good for him because he did.
Aurora Tevez making her presence felt as Raja gets hold of the arm of Rhino.
And now, see, if I was him, I'd go to work on that. I would take that arm away because, again, if his arm is hurt, the gore is going to have less of an effect.
You know, Raja wants to take that away from Rhino and his starvation effect.
No,
his variation of the Rings of Saturn. Aurora
absolutely.
Tevez getting involved again.
No, the referee with obviously having some kind of a conversation. And, you know, I didn't see. I was more watching Raj and, of course, our official Harry D. So I don't know, again, what you saw, but I
was watching the monitor.
Well,
it's Raja with the boots to the chest of Rhino.
you should have been watching a different place on the monitor. You got to know where the action is. You got to know what the people want to hear.
It was a zoom.
This is Maple Leaf Pro. You
It
got to
was
be
the
at the top of
monitor.
your game, like these two athletes are at the top of their game.
Well, I'll give you that. Ripcord attempt on the shoulder block from Raja.
Good, and good. Cover the man. Cover the man. Hook the leg.
That was half of his famine combination. He'll go from that ripcord forearm into a backstabber if he gets the opportunity.
And did you see him try to hook that massive leg of Rhino?
It's like trying to hook a tree trunk.
Yes. Yeah, again, so difficult to get in there with someone like Rhino because of the strength, and they are just so dense.
Downstairs from Rhino to the body of Raja, who comes over the top of that clubbing forearm. Sends Rhino off to the buckles. Rhino stops it. Oh, you heard the clash of heads.
Collision, and yeah, both men. I think Raj looks completely out of it. Rhino, he may be conscious, but he is not happy.
Aaron, that was a sickening sound.
That was, and it is just, I tell you, we said we were going to see a war, and we are right now. I mean, this may go to a no contest, I don't know.
Harry D is up to a count of 4. Neither man is moving overly much here.
As this crowd builds up, this capacity crowd solidly behind Rhino.
Rhino starting to get back to his knees, pulling himself up into ropes. Rhino will beat the count. Raja up to his knees as well. Two men, nose to nose in the center of the ring.
Well, look at those blows right there. Look at that. Look at the quickness of Rhino's fists.
Same page right there. Raja drives in. Out of the way goes Rhino. How does he move like that for a big man?
Oh, I thought we were going to see the gore.
Clothesline from Rhino. Raja, I think, hurt his knee when he caught the top turnbuckle.
Again, no wasted movement whatsoever on the part of Rhino. And right there, that could be setting up for the gore.
Certainly weakening the midsection. Oh, Raja ducks underneath and goes downstairs, but he cannot waste time. You cannot take a breath if you get Rhino hurt. Up to the shoulders.
He has him up. He has him up. And just...
TKO from Rhino. Hooks the inside leg. Has it counted 2. And not quite a new champion's Grail holder.
That would have beaten a lesser man. That absolutely would have beaten a lesser man. I think that was raw instinct. It's when you're out there and you hear the referee, but you feel his hand on the mat and you feel it vibrate. Instinctively, you just throw that shoulder up. You don't know where you're at, but you know you can't stay down.
Aurora Tevis diving into the ring to get to the ankle of Rhino.
Rhino clearly was stepping on her and drove her in the ring. I don't know what you're seeing, but I think we're going to see a victory right now.
He got it!
Wow.
He stole it!
No, he did. He won.
Here is your winner, and still the holder of the PWA Champions Grail, Rohan.
Rhino had the door set. Aurora Tevis leaned into the ring and grabbed hold of the ankle.
No, Rhino drug her in. Hey, it's not his fault. That is our winner right now, and he is looking like a champ.
Holding the PWA Champions Grail.